Play and Trade Guitars is giving away this Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul to one of you. How to enter? Subscribe to Play and Trade Guitars on YouTube, and we'll give it away when we hit 50,000 subscribers. Hey, welcome back to Play and Trade Guitars. I'm John, that's Zach behind the camera, and this is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it. We're continuing our series looking at the best-selling guitars out there from big brands. Today covering Paul Reed Smith, looking at the S2 series McCarty 594. This is a vintage-inspired guitar with a mahogany body and neck, maple cap. Might sound familiar? Well, it's an homage and tribute to the great Ted McCarty of the famed Gibson Ted McCarty, inventor of the Les Paul, 335, Flying V, you name it. He was a mentor and friend to Paul Reed Smith, and in the early 90s, the McCarty model was developed, but it's only recently that we have a more affordable option in the S2 line, the McCarty 594. So we're gonna put it on the bench, take it apart, talk full specs. Of course, we're gonna plug it in and play it. At the top, if you're in the market to buy any brand new gear, use our link in the description. Click our link to buy new gear because it supports our channel directly. Make sure you subscribe to win our Gibson Custom Shop Les Paul. Subscribe and enter to be in it to win it. And stay tuned to the very end because I'll give you my final score. All right, and out of the gig bag, so this is made in America, but with more affordable options. You're gonna see things like import pickups and some other cost savings measures over the core series, which is more expensive from Paul Reed Smith. Scale length is gonna be 24.594, which is where the name comes from, the McCarty 594, in reference to the scale length of the guitar, which is just slightly shorter than Gibson scale length, which would be 24 3/4. So why don't we head over to the bench and take it apart so we can talk full specs before we plug it in and play it. What a beauty. Beautiful whale blue finish, even up on the headstock, the gold Paul Reed Smith signature. On the back, you can see these beautiful tulip style vintage tuners. And check out the neck here. You have the profile vintage, which is actually gonna be an asymmetrical neck carve. There's actually more meat in the bass range. And then when you get up to the upper register, there is less meat on the treble side. There's 22 frets on the guitar. You can see these beautiful bird inlays, acrylic bird inlays. Beautiful piece of rosewood. Every single Paul Reed Smith guitar that we come across just has the nicest pieces of rosewood. Look fantastic. Coming down to the body, you get another look at that whale blue with that flamed maple underneath. No trem system here. We've got the adjustable bridge and the stop bar tailpiece. Electronics, we got these nice clear knobs, and then check this out, you got coil split on the tone. Otherwise, it's gonna be a traditional volume, tone here on the controls. Definitely some quality looking tuners though. Check out the brass tuning heads here. So with the string tension off, you can go ahead and actually just slip the strings out of the stop bar like that. Everything just oozes and reeks of quality on Paul Reed Smith. I mean, they really do use nice components. I mean, it's not very often I pick up like 2 bolts and go, wow, these are nice, but these bolts are nice. Look at this truss rod cover. It's got that brushed metal look. It's just cool. Get another glimpse of this rosewood with the bird inlays, bound fretboard, 1.68 inches at the nut, a beefier 0.88 inches at the first fret, up to a 12th fret of 0.96 inches. Body thickness, 1.84 inches, and again, a mahogany body, maple cap. 58 means it's inspired by 1958 pickups. 15 means it was introduced in 2015. S means it's import instead of made in the Maryland plant. 8.5 in bridge, 7.9 in neck, 4 combined. I will say that actually the cheapest feeling component on this whole guitar is the knobs. All right, we'll take off the control cavity cover. Take a look here, you'll see the taller pots on the tone for coil split. All right, another cool thing, nitro finish. So one of the few companies still using nitro finishes. It has that kind of nitro stick to it. You can feel, it also shows a lot of fingerprints. 7 pounds, 4 ounces, so 7.25 pounds. Pretty light guitar. Feels nice. I have that little bit of extra support. I like a thicker style neck, so that feels nice. And then what's cool is once you get up here, all of a sudden it's like, what happened to the neck? It gets thinner. It's easier to accommodate the upper register, but overall, characteristics of the guitar make me really excited to plug it in and play it. Remember, if you're buying this guitar, use our purchase link, click to buy, support our channel when you do that. Now comes the fun part. I'm gonna plug this guitar in. We're gonna start with some direct in clean tones, fire up a riff with a Fender Deluxe amp, and then of course, we're gonna put it behind a track and let it sing. Drop a comment as we go, and let's get to work. All right, this has been a look at the S2 McCarty 594. It's very comfortable to play. I like the asymmetrical neck. It's a great weight at 7¼ pounds. At a price of $19.49, you have to decide, is this the guitar for you? If so, use our link, click to buy. You support our channel when you do buy. We'd love to hear from you. Why don't you drop a comment and let us know what you think of the S2 McCarty 594. I found the pickups well voiced. I like the neck a lot. Some cons, I think they could kind of up their game when it comes to some of these knobs and cosmetic appointments, but the overall construction materials and quality of everything, the way it's put together, is flawless. I'm really knocked out by Paul Reed Smith in terms of quality, and beautiful piece of rosewood, vintage vibes, vintage feel with the maple cab mahogany body, but with the double cutaway for extra access. I'm a fan for sure. Great guitar. Also check out the thin line version, extra $200 savings there at $17.49. And then they also make the single cut if you want more of a traditional look. I like that the toggle switch is up here on the upper left horn. I like that it's your standard volume, tone with the coil split options. I think these 5815S pickups are voiced very well, and overall, I love the way the guitar sits. I'm definitely a fan and would definitely recommend the S2 McCarty 594 from Paul Reed Smith. All right, and as promised, the final score for the PRS S2 McCarty 594 is 8.4. A very good score. I would certainly recommend this guitar. I rate based on overall playability, sound, and value, and I think it nails all those categories. And I like the price too. We'll see you guys in the next demo. Drop a comment and let us know what you think. And as always, thanks for playing and trading with us. I'm John. That's Zach behind the camera. This is Play and Trade Guitars, where we play it and trade it.